Hey everyone, Destroyer here. Going to start the Kingdom raids shortly. This is day 5 of Axe League, and not doing too bad here. As you can see from the schedule, day 5 started around 6 hours ago. But I think Canada's mostly sleeping at this hour. I think they might have just got up. So we can click on the battle screen here and see the lineup. This is Canada on the right. We have Stronghold 10, 11, many 12s, a 13, a couple of 14s, a 15 and a Stronghold 14 King. On the left hand side is Epic Nerds. There's a few 13s, many 14s, and we have one 15 in there, Parker, which is the Queen. Actually, Monster's standing in for her right now. So Monster's the king. We'll be giving away some codes later on. Let me check out what these codes are. I've got 15 codes, which are 1,000 gold, 10 battle stones, the Primus chest, and 15 rings. You just post that in the chat. I'll be posting some of those every now and then, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, these beginning battles are going to be quite easy for me, since I am a Stronghold 14 with decent portals and troop level. So maybe you guys could help me out and tell me which troops and ancient you would like me to use on these. So this is worth 5 loyalty points, which is also 5 war points. There's a Stronghold 10. I pretty much have all the available ancients, so if you want me to use anything different, just shout it out. So all the commoners there, got some, mostly these are rare, and I have some of the epics up here. Iscaria and Emberclaw, Burner. I've used Taliesin a ton. Admiral Lee is new, although I don't think I've even used him once. 0 wins on Admiral Lee. And the Essence Master, I tried him out for a while. It's not too bad. Some people really like him, but I did have 16 wins on that. I've mostly used him during the Kingdom Wars. So maybe I should try something different and check out some of the new ones. Let's try something totally different since I've never used him. So he increase in damage and marks a building, causing nearby allied units to prioritize it for 12 seconds. Similar to Jowl, similar to, which one also has that special ability? Oh, the Primus mages have that ability. Anything under 100 health is automatically destroyed. So maybe I'll give him a go. And the last spell is Decisive Strike. So it does a high level of damage, similar to Nyrax, I guess. Not as good. This is only a level 1 ancient. So I might check him out. So friendly units deal 20% increased damage, so that might be a good start. I'll try and limit my troop usage here as well. Let's just use 3 squads and 1 paladin and check it out. See how far I can get with this. Not really a fair battle here, so I'm trying to go easy on it, just so I can get more usage out of my spells. So I can mark, this would be interesting, I can have them all come and run for this catapult. That's pretty good. That might be very handy to clear some of the defences that get in the way from you sniping the castle with a dragon. That's not a bad ancient actually. I might try and use that more later on. So all you need is the Stronghold to win the battles here. So that's not too bad. So we move on to the second, which is starting to get tougher. Oh sorry, the second one is the Stronghold 11 here. So now we're looking at B-Jam, Stronghold 11. Maybe we can just play around with some of the other ancients. Let's check out that Essence Master, which is new. So you can check him out. there's the extra damage and extra mana. Second spell is lightning bolt, and the third is a random spell. So I tend to like the freeze spell on that one. So we'll select Essence Master, try and find a good point of entry. I will drop I'll just drop three wardens and the one, what did I drop? 2 paladins there. So let's get them all psychoed up here. I want some more mana and move faster. Don't really need this Corp lightning bolt. I want to save up for the spell scroll here and see how this goes. Try and hopefully freeze a couple of these catapults. But now I've got the earthquake. And I think they're already affected by the essence boost still. 51 seconds is a very long time. As you can see, there's a mana hunter icon above the stronghold, so they received extra mana from that. Got another earthquake. It's quite a gamble on what you get here. Finally got the freeze spell. So when it works, it really works. That's enough of that. So Admiral Lee's quite good as well. The Essence Master. Starting to get to the tougher bases now. The Stronghold 12 here. $15 loyalty, 15 war points. So it's highly concentrated defenses in the middle. This is where Taliesin exceeds, because he has the disrupts the defenses with his second spell called Magnetic Pulse. Does a decent amount of freeze there. Disables the defenses. So I might try and enter from this point over here. Spread them out a little bit. Not too much. You spread them out to avoid the splash damage, but you keep them together so they path in to the right place. And this is a good time when you start freezing the defenses. I missed that, it was a very bad drop. So I'll use it on the second drop. You see it right over the middle there. Missed one of the arrow launchers again, but it is exposed and easy to take down. So it's mostly just a lot of disabling with this ancient. Don't really use the volatile current much, as I'll show you right here. This is a level 45 ancient. It's not that effective for a third spell. And then there's the lightning shield, which I use sometimes if I don't have enough for the magnetic pulse. So it's a very, very effective ancient to use. It's actually the one I use the most, especially against the maxed out Stronghold level 15s. But all the ancients have their own purpose. So moving on to the fourth base now, we have a Stronghold level 12 again. Drop another surprise code there for you. Now this is a Stronghold 12. So once again, it has a lot of the splash damage concentrated around the middle, with a little bit on the outside. It is best to attack these from the diagonally, so you're not facing too many of those long range splash damage defenses in one go. So I don't tend to attack from this angle here. Try the west or east. The problem with this one is the troops might want to run around the outside. Actually, I might just deploy the dragon first to help clean up this area. And I'll get some recharge on him. We can already do 2 passes on that. Actually, I will drop them either side here. And they'll start pathing inside. And I can wait till they get a little bit closer. Wait for them to get inside first. Now I'll drop it right here. Should be just about right. Covered most of the splash damage towers. Unfortunately my other troops didn't path in. More freeze. Disable those. Normally I wouldn't send my dragon in early, but on the tougher bases I definitely will hold off on that. Sometimes you need to use the dragon to snipe the castle. This is Taliesin in my Dragon Roost. It is very powerful, however it's very vulnerable to those Sky Watchers. So let's exit out of that one. Now, yeah, I'm streaming this at 1080p, so I'm not sure if you can actually downsize your viewing there. If it's a problem, maybe I can do 720p next time. So we're looking at the 5th base already for 25 points. So if you want me to try any other ancients here, it'd be a good time. I can play around with my other ancients on Stronghold 12, but the last few bases it would be safer to use a specific base. Let me see what we're up against first. There's a lot of splash around here. It is harder to reach. Maybe I'll show you the benefits of using 4 Veil. He is maxed at level 30, but he is still very good. He doesn't go to 50 like the epics. So what you need to do with 4 Veil is save up 15 mana for the midwinter freeze. Then the other priority is to make sure you can keep your troops together and path inside so they can take down the defences while they're frozen. So I'm going to clear away at the outside a bit, which will help me gain some mana. Oops, that was a really bad positioning. So maybe I'll also start moving my troops in so they can take the focus away from this watchtower. You can actually drop your troops right inside there now. We'll quickly build up some mana. Need that 15. There it is. It's a massive drop right over all of the defences there. Now you can clear up as much as you can. These are pretty high level troops, so they can take down these defences pretty quickly. Hopefully you can take down the Stronghold or get another 15 mana. But I'm not going too well here right now. Could either heal, well I've already finished this, but there's other alternatives if you're struggling. The summon is pretty good as a distraction, and the frost shield can help you keep alive just long enough to take down the Stronghold. It's not my first choice against the higher level bases. It depends on the design. I think we're starting to get to the tougher ones now, a 13. Need to concentrate more on these. Even though I'm a 14, you can still mess up against these. I do like Burner as well, so maybe I can give you a look at that. Even though this one's perfect for Jowl. I'll show you a typical technique for these grouped spell towers. If you take a look at Jowl, I've already got him to level 44. His first spell shuts down a spell tower for almost 13 seconds. It's a very long time. Does a little bit of damage, but you're mostly after the spell tower disabling, because those do splash damage. So in this case the splash damage towers are quite far away, so I don't really need to worry about those too much, even the arrow launchers. So what I'll do is I will disable this one first, start heading in from this angle, maybe a little bit more to the side, get that mana up and actually wait for the tower to almost fully recharge. Oops. And pay more attention to that as well. So I didn't take too much damage from the spell towers. Gives my troops plenty of time to take that Stronghold down. I didn't even need to pull out my dragon, so that's when Jowl really comes in handy. And that is the next base done. Now we're looking at base number 7, which is God. I'm trying to take down God here. 35 points. There's a Stronghold 14 which has that nasty flare tower. So I do try and stick away from those. So maybe come from the east side. And actually I should have shown you something else. You can look at the replays on these and see how your kingdom members took them down. If you want to go for a dragon snipe, you can look at where all the watchtowers and sky watchers are positioned. Then once you have them out of the way, you can freely move your dragon in. So you could just check for the blind spots where that dragon could possibly snipe the castle from. So if I take out this, see this one's a little bit out of the way, so if I take out this watchtower, this one, this sky watcher, the flare tower and this watchtower, then I can freely drop my dragon in there. So since these defences are fairly clumped, I'm going to switch back to Taliesin, and I've had 2090 wins there, level 45. I need to be Stronghold 15 to upgrade in further. So I want to spread out my troops a little bit here. I want to avoid the splash damage as much as possible, but I want to make sure my troops don't parve down to the ancient shrine. So I have enough mana here to drop a spell. I want to get a little bit closer first. We can drop some more troops in there. Let's go for the giant size disabling here. Get my troops in there, take down those defenses that take down dragons. I'm doing pretty good so far. Actually, I don't even need the dragon. But normally you can just take out those defenses and dragon snipe. So just for the sake of it, we can just keep going here. Maybe a little bit of a shield, just to see how that works out. Just fast forward and see how far I can get. It's quite good actually. So that's why I use Taliesin, very powerful. And that was base number 8. Okay, this is now we're up to number 8. So with these wars you can scout and check them out first, and you can see what their base looks like before you commit. So then you are able to change your dragon roost if needed, since you can't currently do that during battle. And you can also view the replay if one of your kingdom members has already defeated them. So this can really help you get through the bases. So in this case, Jet of Epic Nerds came in from the north using 2 paladins and 4 squads of wardens, the same composition as myself. So it seems like they're using, I can't really tell what spell that is. That could be Taliesin's first spell. This possibly could be Burn. I'm waiting for the other spells to be dropped here. When you drop the spells, this flare tower charges up and it does a lot of lightning damage to your troops. So maybe I can follow the same technique here. So that's a good way to learn how to beat these bases. So we could go ahead and do the same thing. Yeah, I have 408 boosts here. Quite often I forget to use them. It's like, oh, I just started, and I'll show you what boosts I have actually. I've been trying to use the mana hunters since I had a lot more. I'm trying to keep the numbers fairly even. I have plenty here. The mana vials, very precious, those ones. I haven't really used the rare rallies at all. And the wardens are very good one to use. So plenty of battle boosts here. I typically save these if I'm in Guardian mode and I'm pushing my honor. Got to get those rings for the upgrades. So this is Slayer. Jet attacked from the north, so we can try that out. So what I'll do, yeah, I'm keeping Taliesin, I guess. So we'll stick to the north. Take down the buildings to get a little bit closer before I drop my paladins. I don't want them running around the outside to get to the smelters. Oops, I'm really taking a lot of damage here. Better start freezing these splash damage towers. Gives my paladins time to heal the wardens. Doesn't take me long to get 10 more again. I'll move this back a little bit since that catapult's already going down. Some of my troops have wandered off there. Looks like I'm not going to have much troubles here, but I could always drop the dragon in there to snipe the castle. And I could just drop a shield on there instead. And down it goes. As you see, the dragon just got hit once by the Skywatcher. Oh no, it's not getting hit by the Skywatcher there. That's weird. Very low damage. Doesn't seem to be normal, that. Normally I get hit once by the Skywatcher and it's a slow poison and it dies very quickly. So that is another victory. And we'll do some more Kingdom War streams at another time when I come up against some of the stronger kingdoms. We're already up against number 9. Okay, 45 points for this one. And this one's quite tough as well. It's actually a Stronghold 15, which is the highest level. The flare tower is already maxed out. Have a lot of high level splash damage here around the middle. This makes it very easy for me to freeze, but he does have a few on the outside. So my personal preference would be to come from the east hand side here. I do think I will stick with Taliesin. Let's see what other position there is here. If I needed to snipe with the castle, snipe the Stronghold with a dragon, I would need to take down these 3. They're all together. There's not much coverage there. Actually, this is a good place to attack from. So I only really have these 4 towers here to take care of. So actually we'll come straight from the south. A little bit at an angle. Wait for them to get through the wall. Now the wardens definitely will go through there. It's not always the best idea to keep them so gripped up though. But they will branch out a bit when they get through. Come on, pop that wall. There they are. So I've got to watch out for the splash damage. That freeze spell tower can be nasty too. So just need a couple more towers down there and I have a nice path into the Stronghold. And there goes the flare tower. Haven't really needed much spells yet, but I will drop one right at the back. Looks like I don't need the dragon at all, surprisingly. And that's where I normally would have dropped it, but they all just got wiped out with splash damage. So I could have just dropped the dragon in there if they died early. So that is base number 9. And now we're on to the king. So this is worth 150, which is the most. So it's definitely worth getting right to the king. Now with this one, Dark Siege from Canada. I do know my other members attacked from the west, from over here. Could easily attack from the east as well, since it's fairly symmetrical down the middle there. I can totally avoid the flare tower. I could even come from the south, even though I don't have a southern accent. So the spell towers all around the middle, they can be quite nasty when I get in there, but I could also disable them with the magnetic pulse. Coming from the east or west seems to be easier, since troops might not path around the outside, but I might want to try something different. Doesn't matter if I fail, because I still have 4 more points to use there. What is it called again? 4 more morale. So let's speed this up a bit. This dragon will take care of the bunker as well. They don't come out to attack. Luckily, there it goes. The watchtower saw me. So I could do something really outrageous by dropping my troops right in here. Seems like he's catapult sleeping there. Let's drop everything in here and see how it goes. Don't need any spells yet. So a couple of the spell towers have already fired off, waiting for it to recharge and drop it. Split in half there. You can drop another one right here. Just got that catapult. Pull the dragon back for the stronghold, but I missed out there. So I did clear enough to take down the stronghold with the dragon, but just didn't move him in time. Doesn't matter. I can drop, and my troops have gone off. Let's wait for them to come back. I don't think they're going to live that long. Can he get stabbed in the back? Not to worry, we can always do another attempt. I can purposely abort this one if I want. Let's just drop a spell and finish this off. And I managed to snipe it, did I? No. Okay, so we can do another attempt on this. We can try different things. So you can see in the top left hand corner now that I have 4 morale. So you do have 5 attempts. It doesn't have to be 5 on the one base. You can lose 1 on each of the bases as you go along. So as long as you have 1 morale left, you can continue. So we can try again from another angle. So this catapult and arrow launcher is going to start taking me down here. I do want to try and keep my... so this is the problem. Sometimes the paladins like to run around the outside, and it's something I really want to prevent. Let's start working on these, disabling these towers. This is a good position to get the castle down in. The troops aren't going to path in the wrong direction. And this is why others were attacking from the west. So it was much easier than attacking from the south. I could do this attack about a dozen different ways and have a dozen different outcomes. So really pays attention to plan things out before you send your troops in. So see, coming from the west, I can do so much more damage than the south. So that's the king defeated. Let's move on now. I do have a lot of extra time if you want to see me use some of my battle stones. I actually do have a lot more codes as well. So once you defeat the king, that will go through to the there's a kingdom raid chat here. It'll display in there. This is where everyone in this kingdom raid day can chat. So that's Epic Nerds and Canada. And if you head on over to Kingdom League, this is where all the 6 kingdoms can chat to each other. So that's the kingdom defeated. You'll see, scroll down the left hand side is Epic Nerds and Canada on the right. I think Canada actually has 1 extra player than us. That Wolfbean can play even though he's a squire, and he can score. However, the last score on Canada's side will not count. So in this case it's 45 versus 45. I think there's 45 members there. 40, there might be 44 versus 45, but only the top 44 will count. So that is Kingdom Wars. You can tap on this icon here and it will show you the standings. So once that ends, another 16 hours 48, the winning Kingdom of the Raid Day will get 500 loyalty, and half an hour later the final standings will be shown. You must stay in the kingdom for the entire duration of the league in order to get the ring reward at the end. You cannot leave and come back at any stage at all. However, if you did turn up before day 3 and stayed for the entire day, you can win the loyalty, but you will not get the ring rewards at the end. So make sure you don't leave at all. So that's Kingdom Raids, Kingdom Wars. I do have 3 battle stones if you want to see some attacks. I am only at a win streak 3. However, you can see what it's like for a Stronghold 14. Now, it's only worth 1 honour because I'm above 5,000 and it is a low streak. Later on I may see, I've seen the most is 6 I think, from a very tough base. So we're looking at a Stronghold 13, which is just lower than myself. I like this symmetrical design. I tend to go right up the middle. Taliesin loves this sort of design because I can freeze all of that splash damage, and because there's no distractions on the side here, my troops will just path right into the middle. So my common strategy here, I just drop all of my troops. Hopefully I don't mess this up after saying how easy this is for me. So my paladins are sticking with my wardens because they're attacking the closest target. Paladins do heal the troops So now is a good time to start disabling these defences. That gives my troops enough time to get right up into the blind spot of the arrow launchers as well as the catapults. As soon as I get another 10 mana, I can freeze all 3 catapults. So I haven't even needed to use my dragon here, but I can clear enough to take down those sky watchers if needed, and then snipe the castle, or stronghold should I say. And there you have it. Since this is not a kingdom war, I want this gold, so I try my best to get everything here. Plenty of mana saved up, and there's nothing defending the outside anymore. It's a nice cleanup. No reward for 100%. And that is a streak of 4. Unfortunately I don't have enough battle stones to get through to the higher streaks, but when you get to around 7 or 8 you start seeing some really tricky bases, and that's nice. 2500 Primus. So I don't have a shield. I have a 5-hour shield here, I don't have to worry about spending that yet. But right now I'm just saving up rings and spending the gold on ancient upgrades actually. So as you see, the rings are quite decent for a Stronghold 14. At the higher streaks you will get around 16. So it's definitely well worth starting using your battle boost to stay up there. So this side over here has a lot of splash damage, so it is best to try and attack from the other side. However, you have a lot of nasty splash damage here. Curse, flash freeze, and another curse. So that's quite nasty, and when you're in there you'll be in range of these other splash damage. So maybe we could even use Jowl on this to see how it turns out. I could probably easily take that castle down, but after taking that down I'm not really comfortable with Jowl finishing it off. But it does have minimum loot here, so we'll check out Jowl once again. I did have him up to a decent level, so maybe I'll get some more wins. It's only 5 wins so far. So once again there's not many distractions around the outside, so my troops will stay together here. I do need to build up some decent mana to start disabling these spell towers. So I'll just disable this one first, since it does last 13 seconds, so that gives me enough time to get in there. Waiting for these spell towers to recharge before I drop another one to maximize its value here. So that's good enough. And another one. And as you see, they would have triggered off and I could have taken a lot of damage. Maybe you can start using the other ones now. Have enough mana? Yes. Let's see what this does. So this one creates a protective area that heals friendly units. So it's doing quite well so far. You might want to use that again. Jowl is not too bad in this sort of design, and it's actually going very well. This one summons up a whirling sandstorm. Enemies around it are slowed by 50% and take extra damage. So maybe we drop this on the spell tower, see what it's like. Not sure if it slowed down the recharge or anything. Not that I could use this now, but let's just drop it. So I did quite well on that one. Quite impressed with Jowl there. So we got all the loot. I think I have enough battle stones for another one. Yes, I have enough for 2 actually, so hopefully I get 2 really hard bases to show you. Hey, same one again. Hey, but is that more gold than last time? I don't recall. But now you see it's worth 2 honor and 11 rings, so I wonder if I should try something else just to mix things up. Is there any ancient you would like me to try here? Or you're busy typing in the code? Actually, the Essence Master. I wanted to try out the Essence Master again on something more decent. He's only level 34. I am very short on lightning, so I am saving that up for new ancients that may come out. But I will use him. Level 34 is quite decent. So I may start attacking from this side instead. And hopefully get right. I won't attack this from that angle, I'll attack from this angle. You don't want to attack those splash damage side on. So spread them out a little bit here. But not too much, because you want to use this essence boost on them. Got most of the troops there. So you see the little mana hunters on their head, on the buildings, on the top. And then we have a lightning bolt. I'm going to save up for these. It's a fire spell. I'll do some damage there. They're collecting a lot of mana. I can keep dropping these random spells. Another fire spell. Get that mana building up there. I really want the free spell though. So it's a pretty good angle to attack from. Another. Oh, I've got a free spell finally. So my prayers have been answered. And that should be long enough for me to take down the Stronghold and finish off the remaining defences. So it's quite effective. I know a few people that really like the Essence Master. Not sure if it's as good as the others. It really depends on the base. Actually, I don't need to use that because it's 51 seconds. And check out this lightning bolt. Not that good. I'm not a big fan of the lightning bolt. I really think it should do a lot more damage for 10 mana. And that's it. Yalanati or Egis. Actually, I like Egis, so let's check him out. Not that comfortable with him at the higher bases, but he works really well against the lower ones. Great, battle stones. That's good. So I will get to an 8 streak if I win this next one. I think my Egis is maxed out, I believe. It's up against one of our friendly kingdoms, Wall Sinner. And sorry about that. So Egis, level 40, maxed out here. 10 seconds increase in movement, and I think it's prioritizes to attack defenses. And this one instantly heals troops, which will be quite handy, even though I am using the what's this one do? I'm using the paladins. This one I typically use last, but it's not so effective with the long range troops. Didn't select him. Select him. This one's a bit nasty, has a lot of outside towers, but I may come in from this angle. Lots of splash damage right in the middle. It's not the best. Maybe this could come in handy with the by command. We'll get straight into these defences. But let's clear the way a bit. Oops, for the dragon. I wanted to target the other building first. I'll make sure they path in. Okay, got a good path now. So let's get these troops in through this missing single segment wall. Keep all the troops bunched up together here. Not good against splash damage like that though. But I'm using the buy command. I want to rush into these defences, which gets into their blind spots on the catapults and the arrow launchers. Do I want to heal yet? Not really. So let's heal some of these ones at the back. Need to keep these paladins alive. Let's rush in again. Get those defences down. They can clear enough space to snipe the castle as well. But of course you want to try and get the gold while you're at it. So I do have the heals here. They're going to take a lot of damage from these spell towers. That's a curse. And haven't really needed it. So let's just drop in the last spell. I have maxed out mana here. It's quite an effective ancient to use, but the trample not really working that well unless you get close to the walls. It would be very effective on the soldiers and the maulers. So that worked out pretty well. As you see, I had plenty of leftover mana. It's quite surprising, but the on by command works pretty well. And that gives me a 7 streak. What would you like to see on the last one? There's one more battle stone. And what do we have here? Balaclava of Anzac Rivals. 106,000 gold here. 2 honour for the win. I don't want to lose 7. So I'm also in Guardian mode here. So maybe I can aim for a castle snipe to begin with. So if I come from this angle, this won't be in the way. But let me take this and this and this and this, and then I should be okay. I think this is the angle I normally come from. But what ancient should I use this time? You want to use, we've got Noctia, Burner. I love Burner. Actually, let's show Burner, and I'll show you what strategy I was using earlier on. Since I'm Stronghold, so I got her to level 49. I used 50,000 Primus to get her above 45. I can't get her to 50 until I'm Stronghold. Oops, until I'm Stronghold 15. So we'll select Burner. I'm trying to build up her wins to get that 5th star later on. And I may change my troops to, I'm going to use the 2 Paladins still, but I'm going to use this Primus Mage, which is only available at Stronghold 14 and above. So the Primus Mage is a bit slow, however he does extra damage, and he curses buildings, so when the building falls below 100 hit points they automatically destruct. So low health, decent damage, but he does help taking down the buildings. So we'll try the 1 Primus Mage in there. Spread my troops out a little bit here. Drop all of the long range first. Take down a few walls before I drop my wardens. Sorry, drop my paladins. Then they should pile through these walls. The spells on Burner is Cold Snap. I like the boost. When they start taking these damage, they'll heal and move faster and attack faster. So good time to use it right now. I'm moving much faster now, getting right into this Stronghold. And if you have leftover mana, you can start freezing these catapults and arrow launchers. It's quite effective. I'll let the mana build up a little bit more so I can boost again. There you go, it's worn off. I can actually drop the boosts on the 2 groups there. And where's the gold? I need to get this gold in the corner here, so let's freeze some of these towers in the way of the gold. Maybe I can start moving the dragon in already. And looks like the gold is mostly in the storage, so I have a couple of swipes almost. He's dying, so quickly move him in. 4, 3, 2. Oh, I wanted to get one more swipe out of that. But got most of the gold and the win, so I get the chest out of this. It's an 8 streak. And about 10 or 11 ancients are available here, although I have them all. I still like the wins because you do get 2500 ice Primus. That's what I would have got from a duplicate, so would like some lightning Primus. So that's all my stones, and I can't start the personal tournament because I'm on cooldown. It's a 2.5 day cooldown. I did lose my first attack during that and won the next 9, which gives me 89 rings, so I was quite fortunate to win that. So my Stronghold 5 also did the same and only had 38 points, so the level of Stronghold really affects the level you get, and I will come and go and rate that later. You will get this radar screen every time a new update comes out, even though I have rated it, so I'll have to go and rate it again for it to stop bugging me. So yeah, that's the 15th code I just posted. So, but I do have another one right here, which is one I've been giving away on my channel, on the Twitter feed. So the other one I just posted, the second code, that is 10 stones, 20 rings, Primus chest and 50,000 gold, so that one's a little bit better. So you can follow me on Twitter there, and I am still giving away about 20 more of those codes. So if you're lucky enough to answer the quiz right, or whatever I happen to be doing during the giveaway, so they'll be given away over the next couple of days. So stay tuned for more live streams. If you have anything in mind you want me to live stream, you can send me a tweet to @TroyParry, which is written in the sidebar there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm hoping to stream a lot more of the Kingdom Wars as well as the personal tournament, so you'll be able to see some more of the high streaks that I get matched with. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you managed to win a code. That is all for now. We'll see you next time. Bye.